Hey everyone, it's Crazy Hell. I'm back with another video, and this is basically like a update video for Power Rangers and Super Sentai, basically my history on it as well. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and anything else on my channel. You can also add me on Facebook, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Google+. Also in the description below for the Swagbucks website, most people on the website ever, we earn free things like Amazon and PayPal, and if you remember RPM Network, all links in the description below. So, Power Rangers first, since Power Rangers Super Sentai, basically the same thing, that's why I put them together. Power Rangers. The first thing I ever saw for Power Rangers, I was a fan of it when I was a kid, lost interest in it a little bit, and then got back into it currently now. The first thing I really saw for Power Rangers was the Lost Galaxy. It was the Lost Galaxy episode. I didn't see it fully, I only saw the last couple minutes of it, but it's just, I know it was after the Lights of Orion arc, because I already had the Lights of Orion's powers. It was the Megazord fight of one of the certain episodes at the Lights of Orion. It just blew me away. It's just, that was the first time I ever saw, like, a Megazord. Like, I was thinking to myself when I was a kid, humans inside of a Megazord and they're piloting it. Granted, I didn't know that was just Japanese footage of Gingamon, but still, to me, that was amazing. That was the first thing I ever saw for Power Rangers, so that's what got me interested, and that's why Lost Galaxy is my favorite season of all time, because that was the first thing I ever saw for Power Rangers. That's what got me into it. The first full episode I saw of Power Rangers, however, was the Super Train Megazord debut. Holy crap, the Super Train Megazord. It's like the biggest Megazord of all time for Power Rangers, / Super Sentai 2 as well. So, basically, that just blew me away. The thing flying up in the air, transforming, it was just so awesome. Even though my favorite Megazord of all time is hands down Electric Rescue Megazord. There's just something about the design of that Megazord, especially how the face look. It looks like he's wearing sunglasses. But still, it's just something about the design of the Megazord and basically how it transformed. That's like the most realistic transformation for any Megazord ever. And also, it's just the Electric Rescue Saber. You know the sword. It's just something about that sword just fits that Megazord so perfectly. That's my favorite sword design of all time. Even though it's just called the the Braver Sword in Go-Go 5. So I just hope maybe somewhere down the line they might make a Super Robot Chioken Electric Rescue Megazord, or in the Japanese version we call it the Victory Robo for Go-Go 5. Hope they make it somewhere down the line. But yeah, that's what basically really got me into Power Rangers, and I watched Time Force when it was airing, from the first episode to the last episode when it was airing, and also Wild Force as well from beginning to end when it was airing. So when it first started, from beginning to end, just like Time Force beginning to end, I had to go back and watch Lost Galaxy Electric Rescue Society and see all of it. Wild Force, however, was like the last time I watched the Power Rangers series fully from beginning to the end. Not because of the fact that it got boring, just that I kind of that was the steady decline when I was losing interest in Power Rangers. I did see Ninja Storm, I did see Down Thunder, I did see I did see some of Ninja Storm, some of SPD, and some of Down Thunder. But SPD was basically at that point after SPD was when I kind of where I really just lost interest in Power Rangers. I kind of watched Mystic Force, kind of watched Operation Overdrive, kind of watched Jungle Fury, and I kind of watched RPM. But basically, I really wasn't into it at all. Samurai basically got me back into Power Rangers. I know that's a bad thing. Wait, Samurai? Now, see, Samurai's not bad. You gotta look at it in a bigger perspective here. I know Samurai is probably the most hated season ever, because how it just went, the acting was quote unquote horrible. Yeah, look at it in an overview perspective. Just look at it in Saban's eyes, in their overview perspective. If you really look at it in a big picture, Samurai's not that bad. It actually might be one of the good seasons. Because if you hate Samurai, you had to hate She-Kanger as well. Because they're basically the same exact thing. Because obviously, just like every other Power Rangers series, Samurai was adapted from She-Kanger. See, but the thing of Samurai is basically the perfect example of, you can't just adapt anything from Super Sentai and expect it to work in America. That's a perfect example on how some stuff from Super Sentai just can't work inside a Western American audience. It just won't work in that world. Because obviously Samurai is centered around a samurai theme, just like Samurai Shikanger. It will center around samurais. Now, why did that work in Japan? Obviously, one is Japan, their culture, and obviously a lot of influences on samurais and the forgot what the name of that era is, but you get the idea. Samurais, Japanese goes together. It wouldn't work over here in America. That's why it really didn't make sense how Jaden was the ancestor from the lineage of samurais from Japan, and then his father fought in the war in Japan. Like, it just didn't make any sense at all. I'm not saying it's not their fault, because they were just basically translating word from Shikanger to samurai. That was because they had to rush it, because they just got the licensing back from Disney, so they had to rush it, but they couldn't make an original story even if they wanted to. So Samurai's not that bad. The story, if you look at it, is good because it's literally the same exact thing from Shikanger. Shikanger's story was very good. It just didn't look right or feel right inside an American Western world. Like, look at Megaforce. It's a completely original story from Ghost Age. It was all Angel theme. Angel/card game. Now they just took the card game part of Ghost Age and just adapted that and kept it, making it like an original story. But which brings me to Super Sentai. Now, while after SPD, sorry about that. While after SPD, when I lost interest in Power Rangers and Super Sentai, I mean not Super Sentai, when I lost interest in Power Rangers, I learned about Super Sentai because I realized Power Rangers wasn't really Power Rangers. Because basically I found out that all the suit action and Megazord flights was just adapted from Japanese. It was just Japanese footage taken from the Super Sentai series, which I read up about. I learned all about the history, about the other 16 previous Super Sentai series that we never got. I've had 15 Super Sentai series that we never got. 16 if you count Die Ranger, but it's complicated. But the 15 Super Sentai series that we never got, looked into all of them as well as the ones that got adapted over here. The first episode I saw fully of the Super Sentai series was Go Ranger. I really wanted to see how they adapted a beast theme / racing theme from Go Ranger to a post-apocalyptic theme for RPM. I really wanted to see that. I didn't see all of Go Ranger. I hope to see it sometime in the future. But the first full Super Sentai series I saw was Time Ranger, because I was willing to see how close that was to Time Force, and basically it was. If you just look at Time Force and Time Ranger side by side, like Samurai Shikanger, it's literally the same exact thing. Except for the ending for Time Ranger Time Force. They're different. Especially, and plus how the outcome is with Eric, by the way. Quantum Ranger is my favorite Ranger of all time. Second is Carter, and third is Leo from Lost Galaxy, Leo. Actually, I think Leo is my second, Carter is my third, but that's besides the point. Yeah, but yeah, Eric is my favorite Ranger of all time. So was Time Fire. He was awesome as well. So it was basically the same exact person. And also, yeah, so Time Ranger, I watched fully. It's literally the same exact thing. If you watch Gal Ranger and Wild Force, literally the same exact thing. But those two actually worked because it wasn't heavily influenced on. It was actually heavily influenced on Japanese culture. Those two Super Sentai series. So that's why they would work over here in America. Though, after that I saw Deca Ranger. The reason why I decided to watch Deca Ranger fully was because one of the actors, who is Deca Yellow, she voiced one of the characters, one of the main female characters on a show, from a show that I watched. I don't watch anymore. I lost interest in that series. You probably might know what it is. From some of my previous videos, you probably might know what it is, but her voice was, she was the person who played Deca Yellow, so I just want to see how she was as a Sentai warrior. So I saw it fully as well. My next one I was going to watch fully was Shikanger, but I didn't have time because at that point I was working on my YouTube channel, and that was basically got kickstarted over that. So yeah, Super Sentai, then Gokaiger came about, and obviously that's enough said. 35th anniversary, the keys, obviously Transforming Past Rangers, which is about to happen over here next year. And then Go Buses. Go Buses is my favorite Super Sentai series of all time. I know not a lot of people like it because it was kind of hard to top Gokaiger. But the thing is, you gotta realize, if you take out the anniversary aspect from Gokaiger, what does it really have? If you just look at it in a central aspect, Gokaiger really doesn't have anything if it wasn't for those tribute episodes and the fact that they could transform into past Rangers. You just kept the pirate theme of it, it was really nothing there. for Go-Kai. That's why I like Go Busters. It was awesome for me. The character was awesome. The plot was dark and very interesting. Also, oh yeah, like I said before, all the characters the plot was interesting. There was all 6 Go Busters was interesting. I say 6 because count Pink Buster, even though she only appeared in 1 episode, but that's not the point. She was still considered a Go Buster, therefore a Ranger. In my eyes, she is. But yeah, Go Buster is my favorite Super Sentai series of all time. I'm also currently watching Kyryuger. I saw the first episode when it debuted, and I'm still currently watching it now, even though there was no new episode this week. There will be one this week, though. I mean, this week. It wasn't an episode last week. So this brings me to, right now, what's going to be expected for Power Super Sentai for the summer and for the rest of the year. Just like for Nintendo WWE games, you can definitely be expecting Power Super Sentai news every day, because there's always something new to report on, at least something new. If not Power Ranger news, Super Sentai news, not Super Sentai news, Power Ranger news, or maybe both. Who knows? But unlike Nintendo and WWE games, Power Ranger Super Sentai and Kamen Rider, which I'm finally going to make my first ever Kamen Rider video today, is the fact that I'm going to be focusing more on that over the summer than I'm going to be doing Nintendo and WWE games. What I mean by that, I'm going to be buying the figure arts and basically products to show, unbox, and review on this channel. I'm not going to get into what figure arts are, because I am, so to explain what they are, they're basically high quality figures for a higher price, which collectors buy, and not for kids. I mean, kids could buy them if they want to, but then aim for the 15 and older age, because they know they're collectors. They will treat the figures with care. So my first figure, I mean, it's not going to be the first figure I unbox, because it's going to be the first one I order. I don't think it's going to be the first one I review or unbox. The first one I'm going to order is the Mighty Morphin Red one, which I said before a long time ago in my first Toys R Us trip. But besides, oh yeah, by the way, there's going to be 4 more trips for Toys R Us later this week. One of them is going to be this week, and then probably there should be one every week for the next 3 weeks. I plan to go there tomorrow and record some stuff. So expect Toys R Us trips, at least 4 more this summer. So look forward to that. Back to figure art. My first figure I'm going to order, probably not unbox or review, is Mighty Morphin Red. I'm going to order that one first, and I'm going to order Mighty Morphin Pink, and then Mighty Morphin Green, Mighty Morphin White. That's why I said I don't think the red one's going to be first, because the red one doesn't come out until August. The green one's coming out next month in July, so by the time I order the green one, it might already be out, so that means that it's going to be definitely the first one that comes. If I order it in July, then it's definitely going to get in July, unlike if I order it now for MMPR Red, he ain't coming out until August, so you might not see him until August. But, so, basically, I'm going to order red first, and then pink, then green, and then white, though I think my first one is going to be green, since that's what's coming first. I do plan on ordering all the Super Sentai figures eventually, but right now, this year, I'm focusing on MMPR. And which brings to Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider figure arts, I'm going to be ordering those as well. Actually, before I get to Kamen Rider, also, after I pre-order all of those 4 figure arts for MMPR, even though I know black, yellow, and blue is going to come out eventually, they didn't announce it yet, but I'm going to get them when they announce them. And I'm going to order Super Robot Chioken Megazord. I have to get those for, even though I've been out for like a year for now. I'm going to get the Megazord after I pre-order those 4. So expect that probably sooner rather than later. Definitely before the summer ends. I hope before the summer ends. Now back to, actually I'm not going to say Kamen Rider, that's Kamen Rider for later. Super Sentai. See, I was about to catch myself. This is going to be a Power Super Sentai and Kamen Rider video. No, Kamen Rider's for later. Super Sentai, though, even though figure arts are Super Sentai, just imported for America. I also talked about Super Sentai figure arts already came out. I do plan on getting Shiken Red. You know, that's probably the cheapest one, $20 on Amazon. I can get that right now if I want to. But I'm trying to save my money for the MMPR figure arts. I'm going to get Shiken Red and that team. I'm going to get the Go-Kaijers, even though it's rumored that for Comic-Con they might reveal the American, they might have them like distributed for America, Go-Kai, since Super Mecha Force is about to come out over here. So it'll be interesting they have them already here, so I mean, I'm going to definitely get the Go-Kaijers first. I do plan on getting Go Busters, even though I hope when I do, by that point, Beat Buster and Stag Buster come out, so I have the whole set. I know they're not coming out with Pink Buster, but that's besides the point. I definitely get on Deca Ranger as well. I just wish they would release a Time Ranger line just because of Time Fire, even though Time Red and Time Fire are going to look basically exactly the same. I just want Time Fire, and I hope they somehow eventually release it. Let's Be Rescued, Robot Chioken. But yeah, so expect those figure arts as well, especially my Toys R Us trips with Power Rangers and Super Sentai. So that's basically it for this video, my last video for today. If not today, you'll see it early in the morning. Tomorrow will be Kamen Rider. Well, I think of Kamen Rider, what is it, and what to expect this summer, and for the rest of the year for Kamen Rider. Thank you for watching. Like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to Sentai to my channel. You can also add me on Facebook, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Google+. Also, link to Tuition Love for Swag's website, the most frequent website everywhere. There are free things like Amazon and PayPal, and Commemorate Arcade Network, all the links in the description below. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Creative 2001 signing off. See ya.